So today is an extra special episode. Not only are we taking on Leyton Orient in a playoff battle, we are joined by none other than Home Dressing Room. Say hello, mate.
Hello there.
You,
Up the O's.
You look up the O's. Oh, this is going to be fun. You looking forward to this?
I am, yes. I've just looked at the fixture list.
It's going to be an interesting episode. We don't do well against the big teams. We don't do well on live comms. So
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good.
it should be fun. It should be fun.
Dean Cox is running away with the average rating, so I'm looking forward to seeing him play. And you've got Paddy McCourt, is that right?
No, we ain't got Paddy McCourt.
No?
Shows how much you watch it.
There you go.
Run the intro. So, what a way to start the episode. That was brilliant.
Well, I did wonder the last game why he was shooting the wrong way. I just didn't want to say anything. You kept singing his name.
For all of those who don't know, the last game that we had, we lost 4-2. Now, you've just reviewed that episode, and what do you make of it?
Apparently, you said towards the end that you were quite unlucky. You got battered.
Yeah,
You got completely battered.
It was quite bad. If we try and look at some of the stats that are coming up for this game, it was 28 shots to 4. 28 shots for an away team is bad, isn't it? Regardless.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had an away team have that many, even when I've had 15-year-olds playing in.
Yeah, I mean, we had our two midfielders playing as centre-back, so
It's no excuse.
Luton are doing really well. They are in third at the moment.
They are actually, yeah. Not doing too bad, are they?
They are doing really
Never be
well.
Watford, though, will they?
No. Would you really want to aspire to be Watford?
I would these days, yeah, being a town fan. Anyway,
We've just won 3-1 away from home against Morecambe. It was a good game from us. It was a solid match. We conceded a goal sort of late on, and I started to panic, but Dembele got a goal from the corner, and overall it was a good performance. It's just me being a Norwich fan, just being really pessimistic every time we concede a goal.
that's fair enough.
You know, just how it is. But so only the one game to really update you on. So where does that leave us in the table? Well, it could not be closer.
Squeaky bum time.
6th versus 7th today. We are at home. Yeah, 6th versus 7th, and we've had a little bit of a look at some games as well, because there's a couple of teams that are playing
Certainly is.
each other. I mean, York versus Wickham is one that stood out.
Rehearsive.
If York can win, and we can win, then that just stretches the gap between 7th and 8th a little bit further today.
Yeah, and you've got to stretch that gap because your goal difference isn't great compared to Wickham's.
No.
You've got to stretch that gap points-wise because if it falls down to the last game of the season, possible points equaling, you'll fall short.
Exactly. I mean, you can see from our three strikers, 16, 18 and 15 goals. We do score a lot of goals.
Yeah, you just can't give them out. As I said before we went live regarding the Luton game, you know, if you had a better defence, you would be a top. I think it'd be top 3 side because, like you say, your 3 strikers bang on form.
I mean, the problem that we've got with our defenders is that
They're rubbish.
apart from that, they're really young. They are really, really young. And although I would like to get into the playoffs, I think having another year of being in League 2 would probably do them the world of good. I don't want to stay in this league.
No, of course. But
For each player's own development, they could probably do with another year in League 2.
Or would playing in a higher level be a better development for them?
I think they get crushed. Some of them would anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, somebody like Elliot Johnson would do really well because he's got a nice all-round stats.
He's a very good player.
You know, he's a solid player.
But then, if you stayed down, would you not risk the risk losing them?
Well, I mean, I've signed a few of them onto sort of long-term contracts, so.
But financially wise, are you in some position to turn down money offers if you get them?
No, I mean we are hemorrhaging money.
So really, realistically,
I need a cup run.
Yeah.
Of some description next year.
Yeah,
to keep a hold of some of these players. However, good news on the contract part. We have just signed Mark Randall.
Yes.
To
recess.
Well, he is gonna sign a new 2-year deal. He has agreed it. He has agreed it. It is literally going to happen within the next few days. This is how we're going to line up for today. This is the team. Now, I've made a couple of changes and adjustments. The problem is that I can't get a consistent defence together because it's an injury or there's a suspension or people are going away on international duty. Believe it or not, I mean, Gavin Hoyt, although he's not the best player in the world, because he's from Trinidad and Tobago, gets called up for every single fixture that goes
of course
on.
he does.
Cissé's exactly the same. Sierra Leone gets called up for countless.
So you've done well to really manage the situation and be in a fighting position for a playoff position.
As I said, this is the team. So we're going with Johnson, Dembele, Cissé and Hoyt. Andy on the right, still can't pronounce his last name. Sam Togwell, Mark Randall and Kieran Bywater at left mid. I love this guy. Absolutely love him. He doesn't have the best stats, but at 20 years old, he's going to get really good.
He's going to get really good, He's
I
got
really
good potential.
like him. John Akinde and Tom Young's at top. They're the two main men. If we can just get... I mean, this is why I play more direct passing. I just want to get straight up to those two because they are so deadly.
Yeah.
It does, unfortunately, for people like Mark Randall and Togwell, it's a bit of an issue, but...
Well, it's not, as you know, because I played it in my first season in my FM YouTube series, and it doesn't mean you're going to go bypass the midfield. It just means you're going from A to B in a quick manner on the floor or in the air. It's not always bypassing the midfield. But I have noticed there was no Bird.
Yeah, no, he's on the bench.
I'm upset with that.
He'll make an appearance.
I had a whole gag lined up for that.
Well, you might be able to use it later on.
Sam
Togwell gets a yellow card every 2 seconds, so there's a chance that he'll be on.
That's good. I'm looking forward to that.
How is he still playing in League Two? How? I just don't understand it. The bloke is class. He's on another level to anything else in this league. Jack Payne is a good
He'll
player.
be a pain. They get better. They get better. They get better.
Sanchez.
What?
Jay Simpson. They've got some decent players.
Sanchez who?
That's going to be a long episode.
They get better. I promise you. I promise you. Stay tuned. They get better. Even the Bird don't like it.
Deary me. So, what are we doing? I'm just going to say...
You often say that.
I pick up from where you left off last time. It's got to be done. You made me question myself there. I normally have a set way of doing these things. That Bird, man.
I know. We can move her out if you want.
Just for the record, we are actually sitting right next to each other. We in home dressing room know each other really well. We've known each other for a long, long time. We're not doing this via Skype conversation or anything like that. We are literally right next to each other. So I'm in his home, and there's a freaking bird in the cage.
There is a budger in the cage, yep, and she's wanting to get involved. Well, sorry about that.
I can see why you do your recording in the other room, mate.
In fact, if you watch my early episodes, you can hear her in the background. She's been my faithful assistant.
So not only do we have a side commentator, we also have a side commentator.
She provides my jokes.
See, right on cue.
So you know.
Right on cue.
I know.
First highlight of the match.
Oh,
Dean
it's 1-0.
Cox.
Oh, it's 1-0. It's already taken all the 2 minutes to jam. Woohoo!
Right now, I'm really interested in how the defence managed to just let him.
Oh, he's offside though. He's well offside. He's outside the ground getting a burger in that burger van.
We're going to have to try and... Well, I was going to say try and keep the ball here, but that's not going to happen. We need to limit this as much as we can and hopefully in the second half make a change up. But...
Coming in again.
It doesn't look like it.
Off the bar. Off the bar.
Nearly 2-0.
You could break here though. You could break here.
Nah, it's not going to happen. This is a Football Manager. The highlight.
Yes, it is. One. It's it.
Oh! Unbelievable!
How has he missed? How has he missed?
That was either a really bad miss or the keeper's done amazingly well.
Yes! Get
Dembele!
in!
Get in! That's the response I'm after.
How did he miss the first chance? I'm still gutted over that one.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Look at this. Mark Randall. This is why I signed that boy into a new contract. Jeez, how long was he in the air for?
Fantastic aerial ability. You must have been watching my set piece tutorial.
Actually, mate, I just watched your last episode and realised how not to do set pieces.
Oh dear.
Right, here we go. Andy's on the right. Togwell picks up. What can he do now? Into Randall. Nice pass.
It's 2. Oh, it's not. I jinxed it.
Now, in regards to the wingers, I have more faith in my centre midfielders.
Oh, nice, Des! Tiny Cox.
Just unbelievable again. How easy was that to get behind the defence?
Yeah,
incredibly easy. Really, really easy. At this point, as a fellow Football Manager creator, content creator, what would you do? Tactics-wise, what would you do to change this?
Well, there's only 20 minutes being played, so I mean, I've already identified the fact they're playing narrow. You can't. Hang on, before I answer that question.
Here we go. Right, Bywater, can he make something happen?
Break. It's
Long
on.
ball over to Youngs. To John
It's a bad pass.
It's a bad pass. Gavin Hoyt, can he do anything? Sam Togwell.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
From out wide again.
2-2.
From out wide again. My first thought would be instruct your fullbacks to sit more narrow because you're getting beat down the wing, especially with Dean Cox playing one side. You want to invite him out, not in. It's a good ball. It's a great ball.
That is a good ball.
And there's Togwell. It's a great finish.
Now Dembele's gone forward and scored a goal. Gavin Hoyt's just gone forward there and assisted the goal. The defenders can go forward.
They can go forward better than they can defend.
But they can't do their primary job.
Nope.
Now I'm going to say I'm happy with that because, to be honest, a team of Luton's calibre, that's not a bad scoreline at half time.
We're not playing Luton.
Leyton Orient, same thing. Same thing. They're both bloody good.
They are, to be fair. Yes.
Right. I tell you what. We're going to change up my tactics to how you want things to be done.
Okay. Yeah.
And see how. I'm taking a risk here. I'm trusting you here.
Go for it. I didn't know you were going to do this, but let's go for it.
We're 40 games into a season. I'm drafting in my new assistant manager, which is you. You're going to change this for me.
No problem at all, boss.
And propel me up the table.
All right, then, boss. Yeah.
All right.
What am I? Am I Bradley Walsh in Mike Bassett Football Manager? Am I?
You can be whatever the hell you want, mate. If you get me a result.
Right. So two fullbacks sit narrow.
Okay. So how would you change that then? What would you do? Or would you limit them?
Yeah, limited fullbacks.
Limited fullbacks. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the other one? Yeah, that's fine. And then right click him.
Yeah.
Edit player instructions.
Okay.
He's got to sit narrow. What they're playing a 4-4-2, aren't they?
They are. They're playing exactly the same.
Yeah. You've got a defensive midfield player in Togwell, haven't you? Right. Play.
He's on his yellow card, as I predicted.
Yeah. So bring. What's that guy called? What's that word I'm looking for? Have you heard that word? Have you heard the word?
I haven't.
Ah, it's the bird. Everybody heard about the bird. So I've got it in finally. Right. Anyway. So I'd bring Bird on. He'd sit.
For who?
For Togwell.
He's on a 7.4 rating.
He was in a booking. I'm changing formation here. I'm going to the two wingers.
I'm going to regret this. Right, Johnny Bird. Okay.
I trust you. Sit him in.
Sit what there?
Yeah, sit him in. Bring Randall in. Wijnaldum further forward. All right. Could go asymmetric.
Jeez.
Trust the man. Play.
No change in mentality, no structure, no team instructions. You want me to play?
Give me 10-15 minutes like that and I'm going to monitor it.
Alright, okay. I don't know what's going on. My players haven't got a fucking clue.
So what we've done here, right, is we've identified the fact we scored 2 goals from crosses. One was a corner, fair play, but we have, before the corner was a header which should have scored, both crosses from our right hand side. So they're weak on their left side, okay? So we've played Wijnaldum, who's our right winger, is asymmetric, pushing him on, okay? That will restrict their fullback from getting forward because we have made our 2 fullbacks sit more narrow.
Randall, corner, Dembele, he's done it again. He did it in the last game to get the 3rd goal. He's done exactly the same thing. Can you take credit for that? That was a corner. That was a corner.
Okay, fine.
No, fair play. I've asked you to make changes. You made changes.
But no, that's great. It's a great corner. To be fair, he floats it in.
Right, highlight straight after the goal. That's never a good thing on Football Manager. Payne into Simpson. Cox is on the ball again, but Johnson's incredibly tight on him there.
You see, if you look at our shape there, because we're playing with a...
Oh, he's letting him in.
Well, blazed it. He's blazed it.
There's a souvenir for a lucky fan.
How are we going to deal with this? Dembele, who's been instrumental the entire game, cannot head it onto anyone, and they attack again with Payne. Edge of the box.
That's fine, see?
Johnny Bird. That man. I'm going to love him in future series.
He's in. He's
through. Can he score the 4th?
No! Oh, Johnny Kinder, you've...
And they've fluffed
playing better
every
this
single
half.
one. And there again. Right. Do we take one of them off?
No. They've scored 15 and 16 goals respectively.
So Sean Batt, he's sitting there on the bench thinking, what the hell's going on?
I've never liked Sean Batt.
Have you seen his pace?
I've seen his pace. But then you want to leave that until 70, 75 minutes to the back for a tire in.
Right, so John Akinde,
because you're playing really well now.
Johnny Bird plays a nice ball over to Bywater. John Akinde just flicks it. Randall. There's a goal coming here. There's a goal. Tom Young's. That's it.
Get in!
The top 2 combining once again. John Akinde with a beautiful flick on.
So remind me, which one were you bring off?
I was going to take John Akinde off.
The 2 that combined for the goal, yeah?
I've got us up to 7th, all right?
I know you have. I'm not saying you've done a bad job.
Don't question.
But the Master's in town now.
Right, we're going to bring Bywater for Sam Muggleton.
He'll mug you off. I make myself laugh. Terrible.
As long as you make yourself laugh, mate, that's the main
That's
thing.
all that matters. We're seeing this through, Jam. We're going to do this. I'm going to earn my place as assistant manager. We've battered them second half. Get
There it
in.
is. 4-2 at home against Leyton Orient. We've done the double over one of our promotion rivals. I'm just going to say that was special. That really was an amazing performance.
It was fantastic.
That was a great performance.
We kept Tiny Cox quiet in the second half.
First half, that game was incredibly open. Second half, tactical changes made by home dressing room. I'll give you credit.
Thank you very
That
much.
was impressive. I will give you due.
Yeah, I'm shocked as well as you are. I didn't know.
Did you actually know what you were talking about, or did you just kind of make up?
I did after seeing the game, but I wasn't 100% sure, having not played it before,
Sure.
that it was going to work.
Sure.
So I'm just
Okay.
as shocked as the fan base is.
Happy days. Right, so how have things got on? Right, Luton beat Accrington. Great result.
Yeah, expected, wasn't it, really?
Great result.
Hartlepool
Hartlepool,
Drew. Fantastic result for us.
great result.
For us.
You're part of the team now, mate. You're
I
part
am.
of the team. Bristol Rovers 1-1 against Northampton.
Oh, terrible. We're at Wickham. They must have lost because the gap's been opened.
They
Drew
drew
won
with
York.
York.
That's fantastic for us, actually. It's a better result than one of them winning.
Now, you see, the top three for me,
They're gone.
that's too far. If we can get into the playoffs and potentially set up a final with Leyton Orient,
We'd love that. We'd love that.
I'd love that.
Yeah, we'd beat them easily.
I would absolutely love that. Today's been a good episode. I've enjoyed this. I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Me
I
too.
don't know about you lot who have been watching the video. That was fun. That was actually really, really good fun. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, no problem. And you're
For
welcome
coming
on one of my episodes anytime you choose. I've enjoyed it. I really have.
Yeah, but you've got cam on yours. I don't. This I don't know if his face can.
Yeah, but you're used to webcam.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. If you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment on what you thought about the episode down below. I'd love to know your thoughts about the episode as a whole. Do you like what we've just done here? We live really close with it. We live within the same town. This kind of thing can happen on a regular basis if you guys like it. If you really enjoyed it, please let me know. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel, and as always, on the channel,
Adios.
adios indeed.